Greetings and thank you for tuning in. Someone recently asked me, why do I take the time to make these videos every week? This is the best way I can explain it. My father owns an S&L business, a savings and loan. My father is in the business to save souls, and he loans blessings to those who cannot pay it back. You see, I am not a bishop, a preacher, or even a Sunday school teacher. I have not been called to serve in this capacity. I am strictly a servant who is in debt to his father. And even though I will never be able to pay him back, I can at least try to pay it forward. The soul food that has been prepared for you is entitled Humble Pie. Sometimes, in order for us to grow and become bigger than where we are, we have to become smaller than who we are in order to grow. Psalms chapter 25, verse 10. He guides the humble in what is right, and he teaches them his way. Amen. As Christians, we shouldn't try to act better than who we are, but instead try to be better than what we are. Sinners. None of us deserve the blessings that we've been given. What we have is because of God. God could have given your blessings to anybody, but he chose you, and not because you deserve it, not because you're white, black, or Hispanic, not because you're a man or woman, not because you're smart or cute, because to tell the truth, we all are ugly in our own sinful ways. Do not think of yourself more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment. Luke chapter 18, verse 9 through 14. To some who were confident of their own righteousness and looked down on everyone else, Jesus told this parable. Two men went up to the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood by himself and prayed, God, I thank you that I'm not like other people, robbers, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week and give 1/10 of all I get. But the tax collector stood at a distance. He would not even look up to heaven, but beat his breast and said, God, have mercy on me, a sinner. I tell you, this man, rather than the other man, went home justified before God. Because all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Amen. We must stow away our pride and take favor in God. The route to most conflict in our lives is pride. Pride can cause stubbornness, defensiveness, ungratefulness, arrogance, and most of all can cause one to be argumentative. Some of us are divorced right now because someone's pride got in the way. Pride hurts people, it hurts relationships, and it even destroys families. Humbling yourself doesn't mean you allow others to run over you. It simply means to keep the bigger picture in mind. And that's by doing what's right in God's eye. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6 through 7. Humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so at the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on him, because he cares for you. Amen. Humbling oneself does not make you less of a person. If anything, it takes more. Food for thought. Humble pie is something that tastes better when you prepare it for yourself, rather than being forced to swallow it. Thank you. May the words you've heard give you strength and guidance. And please share these videos, because you never know who's in need. Pass the food, feed a soul. God bless you, and thank you.